Now, India has touched the $4.3 trillion mark as it moves towards becoming the 33rd largest economy in the world. This marks 105% growth in GDP since 2015, when India was a $2.1 trillion economy. This is significantly faster than the other major economies, with China growing at an impressive 76%, United States growing at 66%, and Germany growing at 44%. In the past 10 years, the BJP has called this a major economic milestone, testament to Prime Minister's economic policies and being in line with Bharat's vision to become a Viksit, or a developed economy. Akash Jindal is joining us for more on this story. Akash, what do you make of this milestone being hailed by the government as we, of course, continue to aim to be the world's third largest economy soon?
It's clearly a milestone today. See, currently also 2023-20. We have achieved 8.2%. When the global economy was going through a clear-cut slowdown, we have achieved 8.2%. Today also at 6.2% in the last quarter, we are the fastest growing economy amongst major economies. Now, to tell you how the rival economies, how the other economies are faring, US, the biggest economy in the world, which is considered also the role model economy, post start of Russia-Ukraine war, for 2 quarters, they had successive negative GDP growth. UK, September and October of 2024, they had negative GDP growth for 2 months. Japan, they again are not doing well as far as GDP growth is concerned. Germany, in 1 quarter of 2023, they had a negative GDP growth. China is suffering from deflation, and that's not a good news, because in China, people don't have money to go and buy. You have given the data of China, US, so India is performing much, much better than other economies, much better than all other competitive economies, not only the bigger economies, but smaller economies, and particularly our neighboring economies, we are performing much better. And the best thing is, we have been consistent. Our performance has been consistent, whether it's Russia-Ukraine war, Israel issue, or even now the tariff issue. Our economy is going strong. Now, I am predicting the numbers for January to March on this basis, because GST collection for these months have been very good. January 2025, we had a GST collection, robust GST collection of 1.96 lakh crore. Now, direct tax collection for period up to 16th of March 2025, we had more than 16% growth. So what I am saying is, my organization akashjindal.in seriously feels that for January to March 2025 quarter, also the GDP growth is going to be much better than expectations, because GST numbers are good, tax numbers are good, and people would deposit tax voluntarily, income tax, only if their incomes are high, if business is happening much better. So I think India clearly has performed very well under the dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his team. They deserve credit because they have steered us well in difficult situations also. Now, post start of Russia-Ukraine wars, many of the economies, rather almost all the bigger economies were in trouble. US, I have already given you the data. Germany was facing deficiency of gas. But in our case, India, what we did was, we purchased crude at discounted rate from Russia, that also, and we paid them in rupee. Now also, up to one stage, what we have been doing is, we have been buying crude from Russia and supplying refined crude to petroleum products to Europe. So India has been growing very well, and the economic policies have performed very well.
Okay. Akash Jindal, thank you very much for joining us with your perspective on that story.